Well, there was something else of significance that happened during the GOP convention in Twin. Not only is it a time for the party to lay out its platform, as we heard, but it's also a time to elect party leadership. Tom Luna was hoping to retain his position as state party chair, but he lost to Dorothy Moon. Prior to that, on Thursday, the first day of the convention, in sort of a meet and greet to gain support, Luna held a pizza party. He called it Pizza with Patriots. However, delegates weren't the only ones who showed up to the event because someone thought it would be clever to tell those staying at the local homeless shelter Luna was actually passing out pizza to feed the hungry. So how did this play out? Well, let's bring in Andrew Bartline now, who spent the day trying to figure that out, how this played out and how it all came together, how it happened.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. So I spoke with the executive director of the Valley House Homeless Shelter in Twin Falls, and they told us that there was a misrepresentation about what was going on here. It was called Pizza with Patriots is what the event is. But here's a copy of the flyer that was given to the homeless shelter by someone else. It clearly states Pizza for the Hungry, and it invites homeless shelter guests to meet with then Idaho Chairman Tom Luna. In smaller text, the flyer says the event is for, quote, the needy in Magic Valley. I guess there's only one L in Valley. People at the shelter went to the event only to be used as a political prank. Valley House Homeless Shelter Executive Director John Spires, is currently out of state, but he gave us a few minutes over the phone to explain his frustration with this whole thing unfolding.
I hate the fact that we've been thrust into this because we had nothing to do with it, but here we are. So we're going to continue caring for the people that are at Valley House and caring for the people in the Magic Valley, and try to, as much as possible, avoid this type of political garbage that's happening.
Tyler Hurst organized the event for Tom Luna, and he says there was a little confusion at first when these people started showing up, but there were no more problems once he saw the flyer and fully understood what was going on.
We are so divided as a party or as people that we will go so far as to use humans at their lowest as political pawns to make a joke or political point. That's horrible.
It looks like you chose to embrace it and bring these people in. What was the reason behind that?
I think, I'm convinced most people would have done the same. They were dressed up, they were so cute, and this little family comes in, and they thought that this was a really special event. They wanted to meet the GOP chairman, which was on the flyer, and they thought this was a really neat opportunity for them. God bless them for wanting to take part in the American process and meet the chairman of the Idaho GOP, right? And so, yeah, you're certainly invited. The more the merrier, right?
Representative Dorothy Moon ran against Luna for GOP chair, and she won. Hurst says she has nothing to do with this prank. Moon didn't talk to us today, but she did condemn the prank during her nomination speech this weekend. Valley House Homeless Shelter says they have since learned who is passing out these flyers or who passed out these flyers, and Spires says he's confronted the person about it.
From what I understand from talking to the person, they wanted to make the Luna campaign aware of people in need because they didn't believe that people in need were being seen by the Luna campaign.
Tom was homeless as a child. Tom understands the needs of the homeless population, right? And if they wanted to, if these individuals or individual wanted to make that, why didn't they run a resolution or a rule or some sort of platform plank, right? Inside the convention, which they were at. Right, that sounds like a political answer trying to scapegoat what they actually did.
Do you believe their reason that they did this because they wanted the Luna campaign to be more aware of people in need? Do you believe that?
Even if that's true, which I didn't believe it was, said you really forgot about the other side. So you're trying to make a point to the Luna campaign, but at the same time, you're actually embarrassing and making the people who live here feel really bad about themselves by putting them in this situation they didn't ask for.
Now, we've been told by multiple sources who this person is. Now, that shelter, Brian, they're not comfortable naming the person.
Okay.
Like I said, they know who it is. They've given them 24 hours to come apologize, not only to the shelter staff, but to the people who go to the shelter and use those resources. As for Tyler Hurst, he says that he understands this is going to be made political. It's a political problem, but to him, it really feels like it's about homeless people because he sat there, he talked to these people, looked them in the eye, and it really kind of hurt his feelings a bit. He was struck a chord.
Well, it is, as Tyler said, it's unfortunate these people put in this position. They weren't asked to be put in. And as you said, that 24-hour clock, I believe, started this morning. And so by tomorrow morning, if that apology does not come, I guess that name will be made public. And for a lot of people, you may or may not be surprised on who it is.
Yeah, we'll stay in touch with Spires, and it's a person who's involved in politics in the state.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew. Stay tuned.